What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Today, lots of news actually dropped today on Global, and we're going to be going through all of it. I mean, I'm not really too sure if we're going to be splitting this up into two videos because, man, I'm pretty pissed off with the info that they dropped today. Now, I'm not really like super pissed off about like what they dropped. It's a fact of like how it's structured. So we'll go through it. And first of all, you can see, the official announcement, V3 Boa is coming to the game. We already knew that. I made a video yesterday breaking down all of the batch characters. So if you guys want to go check that out, click the card at the top of the video. This batch is arguably one of the best batches in the game. And I think due to that reason, they've structured this SUGO Fest in such a way. This is one of the worst debut SUGOs we've seen in a pretty long time. I'm not even kidding when I say that. I know a lot of people probably going to go deep on this banner because they really want to get Boa. I don't think that's a very wise idea. Just when you have a look at the SUGO structure, it is just not a good idea. So let's jump into that. So, of course, it's going to be dropping straight after the maintenance period as we expected. And it's going to be here until the 27th of December. So this is here for a pretty long time. God damn, it's going to be here for like 2 weeks. Jeez. Anyways, it says the Girls Party SUGO Fest Part 1 and Part 2 are underway simultaneously. Now you can see on Part 2 that Sugar is going to be boosted there. Really weird. Anyways, in this SUGO Fest, the new Hancock in her swimsuit is here as a voiced SUGO Fest exclusive character, plus the new Rebecca, Robin, and Viola are all here as in their swimsuit characters. Do not miss the return of the past swimsuit characters, okay? So, previously released summer characters are going to be available in this banner as well, which I guess is kind of nice. What's more, in this SUGO Fest, all wanted posters are guaranteed to be 4-star or better. In this SUGO Fest, it's going to be split between Part 1 and Part 2. The SUGO Fest exclusives and the rates of the rate-boosted characters will change between each part. Be sure to check which part the characters you want are going to be available in the in-game notice. Nothing really too out of the ordinary right now. But now, here we go. Part 1 is going to be here from, obviously, they're both here at the same time, but it says Part 1, new Hancock is here, and then Part 2, past special characters in their swimsuits are back. Plus, new Robin, Rebecca, and Viola are boosted further than Part 1. So, look, the typical way that they've been structuring SUGO Fest is if Boa Hancock's going to be boosted on Part 1, more likely than not, she's going to be not boosted on Part 2, or she's not going to be available in Part 2. But if they're going to do that, why are the rare recruits further boosted in Part 2? I don't understand why they're doing this. Why are they just not equal rates across the board? If people want to get the special characters, they should have the opportunity to do that. But why are you making it so that it's actually a deterrent from pulling on Part 1? I think it's absolutely obscene that they're doing that. Like, I don't get that at all. And that's just one component of this SUGO Fest that is just terrible. So I'm not a fan of that. I don't really understand why they are further boosting the new rare recruits, which are arguably some of the best rare recruits in the game, further on Part 2 compared to Part 1. Very, very bizarre, man. I'm not a fan of that at all. 10+1 rare recruit on the counter of both Part 1 and 2 will reset on the 20th of December. Okay, I did not read that before. That is weird. Okay, so the 20th of December, they're just going to reset it. I don't know if there's anything special coming on the 20th of December. That's very, very weird. I don't know why they're doing that. But I guess it means, if you do a few multis and you wanted to go back and do the first few steps, you're able to do that, but very weird. Anyways, here we've got the structure of the SUGO Fest. Now this, again, is another reason why this SUGO Fest is just stupid, man. Anyways, this is Part 1, okay? Part 1, the first multi is 30 Rainbow Gems, always good to see. The second and third pull, Last Wanted poster, is guaranteed to be a Psy character. Right, if you guys saw my reaction to the Treasure Map SUGO Fest that came out a couple of days ago, yeah, that step was available there, and now, once again, not only are they returning it, but they're having it in back-to-back steps on Multi 2 and Multi 3. Look, we've been praising Yoshi so much for the amount of work that he's been putting into One Piece Treasure Cruise Global recently, but man, if this is going to be a common theme moving forward, we have to express how bad this step actually is. The fact that it's just any side character is the most absurd shit I've ever seen. The amount of characters in this game that are considered Psy characters is way too many for this to be a step. This step just might as well not exist. You might as well have absolutely no steps on Multi 2 and 3, because the amount of characters available here, it doesn't restrict the pool enough. One of these steps should have been a legend. One of these steps should have been a guaranteed batch character. Just one of those things should have happened, at least. The fact that it's just a guaranteed Psy character, come on, man. You can't be doing that. That's 2016 levels. That's 2017 levels of steps. We're in 2020 now. We should be getting better steps than this. This is not acceptable, honestly. I'm just outright saying it. It's not acceptable. It really isn't. Okay, moving further on. Multi 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 are discounted to 1 rainbow gem. That's always good to see. That is nice. We do like the discounts to 1 rainbow gem, but if them applying 1 gem rainbow or one rainbow gem multis, if that implementation is hindering the steps that surround it, I don't care. Scrap the 1 gem multis. If we're getting consistent steps where it's a guaranteed Psy character on SUGO Fests, and if that's because we're getting, 1 gem multis to offset that in some capacity, I don't want to see that, man. Just scrap the 1 gem multis, put him to 30 gems, make him 50 gems, but just add better steps, because this is ridiculous, man. Yeah, so we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 are 1 rainbow gem. Furthermore, on 5, 9, and 13, you're guaranteed to get a SUGO Fest exclusive. So again, the 5th multi is the first guaranteed legend step. Yeah. 7, 10, and 19 are guaranteed to be a rate boosted character. Now, I believe, remember, this is part 1, so I believe that this is a guaranteed batch unit on Multi 7. Multi 7 is the first guaranteed batch unit. Man. And also does not include SUGO Fest exclusives. There you go. So I believe it's just a guaranteed batch unit. We can have a look at the boosted list down below, but... And then Multi 17, all the way to Multi 17, is a guaranteed SUGO Fest exclusive at max special level. Now, you would expect there to be probably one more step after this, but that's it. There's no guaranteed Boa Hancock. There's nothing. So if you look further on, so after 17, you've got the 19th step, which is just a guaranteed rate boosted character, and then Multi 20 is a 1 gem multi, and that's it. Is this a typo? Is this an error? Because this does not seem like a 2020 debut SUGO Fest. This is very bizarre to me. Very, very bizarre. And then you go over to part 2, which, as mentioned before, it has all of those previous release summer rare recruit characters. So let's have a look at part 2. A discounted at 30 gems. Multi 2 and 3 are guaranteed to be a quick character. Okay. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 are 1 rainbow gem. 5, 9, 13 are a guaranteed legend. 7, 10, 19 is a rate boosted character. We'll go through the list in a minute. Also does not include SUGO Fest exclusives. And then Multi 17 is another max special level SUGO Fest exclusive. And that's it. So the multi steps here don't look good. If you were that type of person who was really looking forward to the Boa Hancock SUGO Fest, you want to spend all your gems to try and get her. I know that there are people out there that really prefer to try and get Hancock, preferring over Luffy and Sanji. And I would just say to those people that I think it's a wise decision to skip this SUGO Fest. This SUGO Fest is not good. It is not a good SUGO Fest. Okay. Now we've got the rate boosted unit. So you've got the special characters here. Now, because it says special characters, I believe it said the special characters are back in part 2. So I believe you can only get these special swimsuit units only on part 2. So you've got a bunch of just the previous units here. Are any of these, actually worth pulling for? Probably not. I mean, I have some of these units, and I never use them. The fact is a lot of these characters' cooldowns are absurdly high because they were available for a certain event, and then during that event, they had, reduced cooldowns so you could use their specials more quickly. But outside of that event, their cooldowns are so high that it's just, you don't need these units. I mean, the swimsuit pudding is actually pretty good. The previous ones like VV, Khalifa, and Sugar, Carrot, they're okay, and then some of the lower tier ones are just really, really bad. You've got the quick Summer Perona. She's okay. She's an EXP boosting captain, but nothing really to write home about there. And then you got rate boosted characters, which is just all of the brand new batch units. So yeah, that does mean in part 1, where it says it's a guaranteed rate boosted character on 7, 10, and 19. It's a guaranteed batch unit. So that is the SUGO Fest coming up for Boa Hancock. And yeah, as I said, I think this is probably one of the worst debut SUGO Fest that we have seen in a hot minute. This is not a good SUGO Fest. And as I said, if you're that type of person that was really looking forward to Boa Hancock and going all in for this unit, I strongly advise against it, because she's not even guaranteed. You could do 20 multis and not get this unit. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she was guaranteed, I mean, if you were literally a hardcore fan and this is the only unit you really care about in the game, obviously do what you want. But especially if you're free to play, and if you were really considering purchasing gems for this event, you may want to reconsider that decision. But anyways, that's all my thoughts and opinions about the SUGO Fest. It's really disappointing, because a lot of people were hyped for this character, and I thought that they would have made it a pretty good SUGO Fest for people to spend their gems on, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. So I'm pretty disappointed about that. But that's all I really wanted to talk about here. I guess we'll talk about all of the other events in a separate video, because there's actually a lot of stuff here that I want to talk about. So I'll leave this here. I'll upload this one as a separate video about this SUGO Fest. So should you pull on the SUGO Fest? No, I don't think it's worth it. I am still going to be doing pulls just for content for you guys. I'm pulling so you guys don't have to. I'm expecting to get absolutely shafted, but of course, that's what we do on this channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.